Welcome to Technotics, guys. In this episode we are reviewing a fourth axis for your 3-axis gimbal, an extra axis for your 3-axis gimbal. Let's check it out. So if you haven't seen the unboxing for this fourth axis for your gimbal, then you can check it out on the YouTube card or in the description already. But this video is about the review of it. You know, how does it work? How much does it actually give you, and should I buy it? Is it for me? What I'm shooting, shall I buy it? Shall I get it? Well, this is what it's for. So first of all, let's talk about how can you put it on? How can I attach this thing to your gimbal? So basically what you do is you unscrew this thing here that usually is attached to your gimbal, and then take your gimbal head off, and then you're gonna attach this little kind of spring mechanism between these two things. And then it's very important that you actually tighten this screw here rightly. So this screw here tightens the spring here, and when you attach your camera with all the accessories on, you know, remember to have battery and everything on the camera and so on, then this screw should be tightened so that the gimbal sits horizontally on this line here, on this spring here, or just above it. Well, perfectly would be just above it. And then, you know, the spring is tightened right. I'm gonna show you some test footage here, what I did when I was normally walking, just walking one direction, just walking, not thinking about making the footage smooth at all. One side you can see with this fourth axis, and on the other side it's without. I wanted to compare like how much does this thing actually give you, and then also I did the same with running, and you can see some different results actually. And also in front of the mirror you can see how much, if you bounce this thing and try to hit it, how much this thing actually, you can see here as well, how much this thing actually, you know, takes all the bouncing and vibrations away when you're filming. When I was walking, you can see clearly that with this fourth spring axis, with this ZA-01, the footage is much smoother, much smoother. It's just like smoothing out all these big bounces that you do when you're walking, normally walking, which is very good, and this is what I expected it to do, although the gimbal itself does a very good job as well. Then the bigger thing was running. When you compare these two things, like with the fourth axis and without it, there is not that big of a difference. You can see that still with the fourth axis it is a bit smoother, but wasn't so distinct that, oh, this is one with it and this is without. My opinion and my like honest review with you guys is that depends what you're shooting. I'm shooting a lot of weddings and things where I'm very quick at run and gun things, and often even awkward angles, then I don't actually use it. I'll tell you why. Because first of all, it's a bit more weight, so you've got to, you know, bear that in mind. Because the Pilotfly H245 is already so good and does such a good job that I don't need to add this unless I'm doing some like filming a short film where there's loads of running and walking or things like that, tracking things. If I'm not doing that, then the Pilotfly is so good to me already that I just don't need it. So this is what I recommend to you as well, is that if you're shooting weddings for example, you don't want to look that you've got a lot of equipment as well, then it's probably not for you. Another thing why I think this doesn't work for me, especially I'm thinking wedding kind of scenario, is that often when I'm doing like awkward angles, like pushing it forward, then the spring just pushes the camera forward. So that's why I've mostly left it home and just went with my Pilotfly gimbal. This is just my opinion, and mostly thought from like shooting weddings kind of perspective. In the weddings I want to be quite invisible as well when I'm shooting. You don't want people looking in your camera while you're filming things. So that's why this extra axis will like make it more visible as, oh, what's this kind of equipment? But if you're not shooting weddings, you're doing commercial use, then this extra equipment might give you cookie points or whatever, you know, brownie points, because it looks so much cooler, it looks so much professional, more professional, you know, better equipment. Oh, what are you using? You know, wow, this guy knows what he's doing. And also if you're shooting short films where you have to do a lot of walking and and maybe you're doing one scene over and over and over again, and you have a lot of breaks to just have a rest, then this would, I think, work. This is definitely when I would use it. So just to keep the video short, let's go to the conclusion and say, does this 4th axis improve your footage? Yes, absolutely, definitely so. And this is a great little thing that I don't know who's thought about it to add it. Absolutely awesome idea. Is it for me? Not really. Is it for someone who shoots more, short films? Yes, absolutely. So you've got to weigh it out, for who it is or who it isn't. I'm happy to answer all your questions. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'm happy to answer. Happy to answer them all. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this episode of Tech Notice, where we checked out this 4th axis for your gimbal. Well, I hope this video was helpful, and do you know what? Please leave a review for this video. Either you like it or dislike it. So please let me know by either liking it or disliking the video. This will massively help me to decide, whether I've done a good job or not such a good job. So please, if you don't mind, just leave a like or dislike for this video if you found this helpful or not. Also, I'd love to know which gimbal are you using, and are you using this Pilotfly H245 already, or are you considering buying this 4th axis for your gimbal? I'd love to know what you guys think, and let me know in the comment section. Remember, videos are coming out every single Friday, so stay tuned. More videos are coming out soon, and if you want to check out some other videos, you can find them on my channel. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you very, very soon. Bye for now.